After several years of wanting to build a tiny house out of my driveway, I finally got the opportunity to do so. So, this is a video of what that looked like. I started with a custom triple axle flatbed trailer and built the floor system right over the wheels to avoid having wheel wells inside the house. This is me trying to figure out the two different roof pitches and framing up the walls on the floor. My dad actually helped me stand up the walls, thanks Dad. It was way too hard to try to do on my own. And looking back, I probably should have had someone help frame the roof. The tiny house was so tight between my garage and the fence, I never actually got to see what it looked like from the front or the back until it was finished and pulling out of the driveway. It looked about like what I thought it would. A half inch under 14 feet tall, 9 foot 10 inches wide, and 28 feet long. Just barely under the requirements for a pilot car. This is my dog Ziggy, who helps most days, often sleeping on the job, or sticking his head through the temporary fence, looking out the driveway. All the trim and siding on the outside was stained on all sides, and my buddy William came to help hang it. Thanks, William. That was a lot of work, but turned out great. Gotta love natural cedar siding. Some beautiful fall colors there. I was able to finish the outside just before the winter rain came. Lucky me. A transparent stain on the siding means you can't rely on caulking for nasty cover-ups, so every cut was very carefully made. And William's dog Tehachapi can climb ladders. Wow. Here's the rough end of the electrical, as well as the beginning of the Knotty Pine Tongue and Groove. Lots of cuts. I got cold and grew a beard. And here's the finished inside. I kind of jumped right to it, but there's a full-size corner shower, plenty of elbow room. That beautiful window shining in. We had a regular flushing toilet and sink. This tiny house was hooking right up to the septic system with a RV waste gate, just like any regular RV would have. Out of the bathroom is the kitchen. This is right in front of the door when you walk in right here. The cabinet still needed another coat of paint here, but lots of counter space for a tiny house. Now I didn't end up making this barn sliding door as I was kind of running out of time, but it did work well, probably better than if I would have made it. It was hard to open from the inside, but nothing a small rock climbing crimp hold on the inside of the door couldn't fix, with just a simple drop-in latch lock. Long wobbly pan shot to the stairs, where the main sleeping area will be. Stairs or ladder was a tough decision, but we went with ladder stairs, which worked pretty well. I wanted enough space to sit on the mattress, lean up against the wall, and not hit my head on the ceiling. And we had just that, and no handrail meant you can dangle your feet off the edge. Lastly, I made the storage shed here off the back for the electric panel, a broom, perhaps a pull-out grill, and finally, out of the driveway, I got to see what the front and the back looked like. It was incredible. Had to make some oversized load signs to save a couple bucks. Pit stop at Detroit Lake, and over the pass we got caught in snow. That was fun. But when we arrived at its final destination in Sisters, it was a short back up around a tree and through a gate to a gravel pad that was already prepared for it, right on the edge of BLM land. Nice. Here's the inside, decorated nice and cozy. Good job, Mom. My wife and I have actually had the privilege to stay in this a few times already, and it works great. It should be the perfect place for long family visits and a little Airbnb on the side. The entire house is heated by an electric wall heater connected to a thermostat. Turns out a small, well-insulated space heats quickly. And it ended with a green door. So plans for the future will be a large covered deck off the front, as well as a fire pit, a hammock, and a nice table. So that's the tiny house builds fall 2019 and winter 2020. I hope you enjoyed the video.